All right. Episode 76.
What up?
Hello, everyone.
It's Black Nerd Planet.
Yes, it is. My name is Jordan Bartholomew.
That's funny.
Oh, man.
That would be pretty funny if that was actually your name, though. 'Cause then you would be, I would be like, hey, you gotta talk to JVC.
Yeah.
Try to get some money, man.
Bartholomew.
JBC, that's the same thing.
Why do we leave names like in the past? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Like, you don't just hear Bartholomew anymore.
I think because, people like, taste buds change. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, that shit whack, man.
Buds.
I'm not about to keep that in the family, though.
Like, it's crazy.
I feel like with each generation, that names move further down the line.
Yeah.
You went from being Bartholomew, that was your first name. Then it was your middle name.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's people that's their last name. And now you don't hear that name at all. It's like, yeah, we just gonna slide that on out of here.
Because when you think, like, your name is, like, it's kind of average in popularity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's other Marlons out there, but
Yeah,
I don't
for
just
sure.
hear that
It's
one.
like
Marlon Wayans,
yeah, it's
and
like
that's it.
two. Yeah, it's like two. And it's weird because, like, I was at work the other day a couple days ago or something, and this chick was trying to have this other chick guess my name. And I was like, well, shit, let me see what your guess is, because I never had nobody. I mean, not that that's something that you do, I guess, I don't know, but her description was like, it's an old man's name.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
man.
and I was like, hey, I never heard that before. I never heard nobody refer to it as an old man's name.
Yeah, I would never think that.
Because, I mean, most of the people that you know, or that you can think of, like you said, like Marlon Wayans, I mean, he ain't an old man. I mean, I guess he's older,
it's
but...
Like 40s, 50s, whatever.
I mean, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Names are crazy.
But, like, my name was, like, really popular in the 90s.
Yeah.
For either Michael Jordan reasons or even Michael, I guess, which I hate that name.
Yeah.
Which is a long story.
But you got a lot of that because you got Carmichael and you got Jordan. So you got both sides of that.
Which wasn't even the reason, because my father wasn't a Michael Jordan fan, really.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom could care less. So I don't really remember why.
I was like, you know what? That works. Good enough for me. Moving on.
But nowadays, shoot, it's a lot of crazy names I've been seeing, especially when I look in my daughter's yearbook like a couple of years ago. I said, man, what the fuck is that?
You trying to be creative,
got a lot of apostrophes and dashes and stuff. I'm like, all right.
Well, there's also like you said, when you look back at the times, like, okay, about like John's, like, you know what I'm saying? John is a name that spans over all time pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It's always been John's that you can think of.
John.
But even like, like Bartholomew or whatever. It's like, it's names that fit with specific times. And it's like, oh yeah, that was really popular at that time. So it'll just be interesting to see, like, when we like 50, you know what I'm saying? Like what people's kids are going to be named, like, what we're going to see, you know what I'm saying? Or even like, just thinking about when your kids have kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is going to be going on at that time?
They might be having numbers and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so crazy to even think about.
Number 2, that's like that guy, the coldest. That high school football player. Did you ever see that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, when people made a big deal about his name being the coldest to ever do it, something like Coleman or something. I'm like, man, that's crazy. But then I saw another like tweet somebody made about all these like college and like high school athletes with like different rapper names and stuff, because they was born in like 2000.
Yeah.
So they was in that era. Or like Mystical and stuff is one dude's name, with like the actual like Mystical, like with the K and the Y, like this crazy. Funny. Oh man! But to be on topic, I think this is 76. Did you say your name? You tried to escape that one.
No, I didn't. I mean, because
they know now.
Yeah, we just discussed it. But no, I started my sentence to be like, it's your boy M, like, like what I normally say. And then you started talking, so I just let it go. I was like, well, all right, wait my turn.
I killed that one. What you been up to, dog?
Man, I've been trying to watch Star Wars. I've been trying to...
The actual movie series.
I've been trying to get through that. I guess It's not bad. I don't know.
So, after all these years.
Yeah, it's cool. It's not, I feel like it's not. I don't feel bad for having like ignored it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and being like, man, I don't care about that. Like, I don't feel like, damn, I should have really been watching these. But I will say, like, I didn't realize how many like people or like celebrities is like in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
especially the newer ones though, really.
Yeah, like cause I don't know if you what's the order. You supposed to watch them like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Or you supposed to watch
nowadays
them,
you can.
Or you supposed to watch them like
the way they were released.
Yeah.
Either way, I mean,
cause I don't know. And I keep on asking, and every time I ask, like that's the kind of response I get.
Yeah, cause I feel like our generation wise, if you didn't grow up really watching them and you started off with like how you watched episode 1 first, you might as well just do it that way because it makes sense timeline wise.
Yeah.
But, you know, the generation or two before us did 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9 instead of how you're doing it.
Goofy.
So it doesn't really matter. Yeah. The downside is that, you know, a lot of people say 1, 2, and 3 are the worst ones out of all of them, basically. So it's kind of like if you can get through them, but you saying you're enjoying it. So I guess it's cool. Not really.
It's just, that's what I was trying to say. Is it's just funny because like, I mean, like Samuel L. is in it, you know, and then I was like watching. I'm like, damn, is that Rose Byrne? Or is she in this shit too? Yeah. Like, what? I didn't know that because I mean, I like her, especially like after Insidious and all that stuff. So it's like to go back and see people that I recognize and get like, oh shit, I know you had nothing to do with Star Wars.
Yeah, and that's kind of a downside to that prequel trilogy looking back and after like listening to other people talk about it, especially like in the account of like Sam Jackson being in it. Because at the end of the day, it's Sam Jackson. Like, okay, he was Mace Windu, but it's Sam Jackson. Like, you can't really escape that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I know, or at least from hearing that George Lucas made like an effort to have lesser known people in the original trilogy. It's like, even Harrison Ford was like gaining popularity, but he wasn't like Harrison Ford at that point.
I want my family back.
but like Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill, like they were newbies to acting, so it wasn't like now we like, dang, Mark Hamill in a movie, you know what I'm saying? So back then, I think the most popular person that was even in those, I think, to my knowledge, was James Earl Jones, and it was just his voice. Yeah. So it's a little different of like now when you watch the prequels where it's Natalie Portman and all that. Yeah, exactly. Stuff, so.
Wait a minute. I know these people.
So yeah, it's a different vibe, but yeah, you might as well watch it how you watch. So you watched, I know you said you watched episode 1 some days ago. So you watched 2 already, and then you watched 3?
No, I haven't watched 3 because actually I turned on 2 and I fell asleep on the end because it was late. I didn't start watching it until like 10 o'clock or something.
I think that's the only one I don't think I've watched all the way.
It's 3.
2, the second
2,
one.
Yeah.
And that's the one people definitely say like the worst.
Because the only one that I ever really seen prior to sitting down watching them now is 3. Yeah. That's the only one that I can be like, yeah, I remember that part. And but actually when I was watching Phantom Menace, there were scenes, and I don't know if it's because like playing those Star Wars games or whatever, or just like culturally I knew, but it was stuff that I recognized, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I know that walkthrough scene or whatever. So I don't know. But yeah, they cool though. I like it so far. Whatever I've watched of it. You know, like I said, I did fall asleep on the end. It was like, because Lamont had pulled up on me, and we was watching it, and he left it was about going on 2 something, and I still had like 45 minutes left.
Yeah, them mugs is long. Whew. It is a lot to get through. You just gotta get through it at this point. You might as well.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's kind of weird though when you look at the prequels to the like original trilogy, because you kind of think about like how the technology would have transfer between those times.
Mm-hmm.
Cause and when we look at sci-fi in so many different ways, but you would think that the technology in the first, part of the timeline would be less than later years. But at least to me, it seemed like the stuff in the prequels was like better equipment than what they had later on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or just the way people looked and everything like that just seemed way more complex and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be curious what you think about that later. But
yeah, then I'm back playing Luigi's Mansion again.
You said that like with no happiness.
I just
back playing Luigi's Mansion.
I'm just trying to backtrack. And play get some of these games that I said I was gonna beat before Pokemon came out. That I didn't. And but that's cool though. It's because like the objective is to get the elevator buttons and like get to check each floor. Yeah, so I feel like it's 13. I want to say it's like 13 or 14 floors maybe, and I just got 10. Okay. So I'm finishing it up.
Might as well get through that.
Yeah,
one.
For sure. I'm finishing it up. What else? I feel like it was something else. Oh yeah, I didn't get to see the Star Wars event on Fortnite.
Oh, but I did get on heard there. About it? Or the aftermath?
I watched, I got on there and got the little fighter glider
the wing and stuff. Yeah, I thought about getting on there at some point. It was late, though, because it was, Saturday? Mm-hmm. And by the time I had thought about it, I was like, nah.
Forget it. And I thought it was at like 12, so I'm thinking like, because, I had to go to work, so I'm like, okay, I have plenty enough time. I can watch it, and I can get the little glider or whatever, and that'd be cool. But it actually didn't start till 2. And I had to get ready to go to work. I had to be there, so I didn't get to actually watch the thing.
The clip and stuff.
Yeah, but I got on there, though, and got that little glider. I wanted to get Ray.
Oh, but,
shit, I ain't getting Fortnite no money right now.
Yeah. Did you already have money on there is why you got the glider?
No, it was free.
That one was free.
Yeah, the glider, you just had to get on there and play it. You had to load up the game, basically, and they gave you it.
I didn't
free.
know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So wait a minute.
I did have like 240 V-Bucks or something.
Which is nothing.
Exactly. That was from when I bought that Stormtrooper though. Last time, a couple months ago, I think it was when they had the Stormtroopers on there or whatever. Mm-hmm. I wanted that red one too. I thought that was cool. But like I said, I ain't.
Yeah, you ain't even been playing them.
I just literally getting on there for the events and then getting off.
And I know I did think about getting on there because I downloaded the update or whatever for whatever reason. And I don't even know why I did that. Because, I don't know if your PlayStation's like this, but a lot of my games will automatically update. Mm-hmm. But some of them, seem to never do that. Yeah. And so I just was like, I wonder if they got an update on here. And it did. I'm like, well, it was 4 gigs. So I was like, man.
And that should be taking forever, too. And especially when you all right, I'm about to mess with this. I'm about to get on Fortnite. I'm about to play it. And then they got an update. Mm-hmm. And it's 3 hours.
Then you got to copy the update. What is that?
I'll never see this again.
I don't understand that copying stuff. Still.
I don't get it either.
I've never looked up why PlayStation insists on that technology wall. What is this?
That's crazy.
Because I had because Tekken 7, switching topics but same deal, came out with season 3 this past week, and Leroy Jenkins and I think that's his name, whatever, Leroy and Ganru came out, and so I bought Leroy and some other characters because they was on sale and stuff. So I'm like, cool. And I try to get all the girl characters because that's what the kids like playing with. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to play on there, and it was late. I'm trying to get on there with Torrance and Cameron, and it was had to update, and then it had to copy, And then it wouldn't like finish updating or whatever. Like it just stuck at 100%. So I had to turn off the PlayStation and stuff. I was like, man, I don't even want to play no more.
Forget it. I just be like, forget it, man. I just get on something else. Those be the times where the Switch come in the most handy. I was like, you know what, PlayStation, you got it. You won this one.
Yeah.
You need a break.
Want me to have happiness.
Yeah, I feel you need a break. You're running hot. I get it. You can chill. It's cool. I'm gonna just go in the living room or something. Don't even worry about it. So dumb.
Oh shoot! You did anything else outside of gaming?
No, I don't think so. No,
just working and stuff.
Just going to work. It's like, I want to say it was one other thing, but we can move on.
Yeah, by the time most of y'all hear this, I've been turned 29.
Happy birthday!
So it's a funny thing in the improv group I'm in, where every time somebody's birthday, you'll do like the black version of Happy Birthday, and then everybody will do like the Benihana version where they like do like the hey thing and like clap the spatulas and stuff. It's so good. And then I do the like Spanish version like every time. It's like a running gag thing, but. My wife insisted that we went somewhere because I was like, man, I can just sit at home. Like, I really didn't feel like doing anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I can just sit here and watch anime, blah, blah, blah. She's like, no. And then my mom was like, no, get him out the house. He can't sit there. I'm like, man, God damn it.
Come on, man. Ain't supposed to be your birthday. You're supposed to be the one to pick what you want to do. It's supposed to
be my choice.
I'm like, nah, shut up.
Strap me down in the car.
Get your ass out of here. What you talking about? Sitting at home.
We end up going to Asian restaurant, like sushi and stuff, which it wasn't the one we were supposed to go to anyway. But there was this ice cream place around the corner from there, and we had heard about, but it was called like TJ's Sweet Tooth or something, like northwest part of town. And we was eating the ice cream, blah blah blah, and there was like this family like sitting behind us, or like behind us in front of us, whatever, depending on how you look. And like I couldn't tell what their family situation was, but like there was a TV on in the restaurant, and it was like one of those like cake making contest shows.
Oh yeah.
And they was sitting there watching it, whatever. And like the I guess the person was like making a cake with like sriracha in it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and like the dad in the restaurant was like, sriracha? Why would you do that? And then the son was like, I don't know, maybe it makes it taste like something. Do you know what sriracha is, son?
He was hype about that.
He was like, do you know what that is?
Great American Bake Off was his favorite show and shit. He was like, yo, shut up. What's your business? You know you're not supposed to cook savory and sweet together. You tripping. This is a baking show, not Master Chef.
You're sitting there trying not to like make eye contact with this awkward family conversation, and we just over there look at each other like, man, what the fuck, man? Like, what are they? Why is he yelling at his kids? And the wife's like, calm down.
It's serious. That's crazy. That's like dads in sports. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, it's my favorite team. Shut up. He just like, no. Make Great American Bake Off. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Just watch the show and be quiet.
I was like, what is going on?
That's so funny. That's crazy.
Oh, goodness.
But you said that y'all was sitting at the like group tables,
It was just like we were at like a 2-seater, and they was like on the opposite wall.
Not the kind that like where it's like Benihana's where they cook it in front of you, but you on that same little island.
This was at the ice cream place. This wasn't at the Asian restaurant. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, that was just funny.
That's crazy.
Sriracha.
What are you doing? Idiot.
Oh man.
That's hilarious.
Oh shoot. Besides that though, I been playing Persona like we talked about. So I'm almost done with that. And I watched I caught up on Fire Force. And then I tweeted, I was like, it's heating up on Fire Force, being all punny and stuff. But I think it's on episode 21 now. And then Food Wars is on episode 10, and I caught up to that. So I'm like, I had like a little anime, like couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to watch Academia, but I was like tired. I fell asleep. But that's really it on that wise. I haven't been playing nothing else. I've been trying to do raids on Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And because I want to get, they got the Gigantamax Snorlax right now, but I haven't found one yet. So
you gotta get a Snorlax.
It's only in the max raid battles.
Oh, okay.
But it's only until like the beginning of January.
So if you already have a Snorlax,
that don't count.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you have to get the max raid one. Yeah,
that's I get you.
Because they made it kind of look like Torterra, where he's like laying down, but he's got like a forest and stuff.
I seen it, but I didn't know if it was just like you could turn. You know what I'm saying? Like you could
one you already got.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's specifically in the max raids.
Them raids be crazy, man.
Yeah, I failed a lot of them because I always end up getting in like one with a whole bunch of computer people.
They don't be having shit. Man, they don't be having nothing. They be having like
they don't even give you a chance. Like, why do you have a Magikarp? Like, what are you doing?
Well, come on. What are you talking about right
We're
now?
fighting a Mega Corviknight or whatever the hell, and you out here with a BB gun.
Feels talking about Splash. Like, come on. Like, you know it's literally going to take, like, the strongest move that you have to even do a significant amount of damage.
You might as well not even have showed up.
Man, because I'm out here, you know, because, you know, when you about to do that, you pick a specific Pokemon for that battle. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know it's a Snorlax. So you're like, okay, I need to get a fighting type in here.
Exactly.
Boom. Okay. The computer, I feel like the computer should have a little sense of that. At least if they gonna pick a random Pokemon, like have a fighting type move.
Like you can, and that's what's funny about Pokemon. You can cheat against me all day, but you won't cheat against yourself.
No.
And you're supposed to be helping me out.
Magikarp's all I got. That's all I know. I don't know anything else. Yeah, freaking,
what do you want from me?
Kakuna and shit. Harden. That's the best I can do.
Like, come on, man.
Cheer you on. I can cheer you on. They be like, yeah, go, y'all.
After you get it done.
Get the job done. You got it.
It's horrible.
It's like, because, you know, I don't know if you ever, like, had a Pokemon, like, get KO'd in that. And then it's like, do you want to cheer them? I was like, man, fuck them. I don't care about them.
I hate these people.
Yeah, they're not even doing nothing.
I Dynamaxed. I risked my life.
Yeah, man. I'm literally just waiting to come back, waiting for my Pokemon to revive because they chilling.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for the storm
to
blow us out of here at this point.
Yeah, the max raids. Like, and they're not even necessarily hard.
Nah.
But you have to have Pokemon in there that makes sense. Because it's not going to work.
It got to be, like, type effectiveness. Because you really only get, like, I want to say, like, 10 turns maybe 10 before they get you out of there.
4 feints.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to be precise and, like, accurate with the moves that you make and the time as you know, if you go Dynamax or whatever, you got to do it. It's got to be real precise. Because they'll be like, well, Storm got you. It's time to go.
Dramatic scenery.
Just like that. You got to leave now.
I think that's really it for me, gaming wise. I thought about, because I still have the Game Pass on the computer, and I was like, man, maybe I'll download that Gears 5. But then I was like, I never played Gears 4. So I was like, I guess I still need to play that, even though I don't really want to do either. But like, I want to see if they're good or not, for real. But I'm like, I'm not getting to this anytime soon.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I think that's it, man. We watched the Game Awards Thursday, and that was decent. A lot of people were like, man, this is whack, which it wasn't the best show. I don't know how you felt overall about that the award show just from a viewing standpoint.
It was cool. I don't care about like live performances.
I don't care about anything.
Right. But no, I don't really have no opinion on live performances. That I'm not there for real. You know what I'm saying? So like the
Green Day and
who
was that Grimes or whatever?
It was Churches, Green Day, and Grimes.
Yeah.
I mean, and I like Churches and I like Grimes. I mean, I don't really care about Green Day, but I mean, they didn't do a bad job.
Just whatever.
Like,
it didn't affect you regardless.
Like, get this shit out of here. I wasn't like mad about it. But the show overall, man, I thought it was cool because I feel like that was like the first time that I sat and watched the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for that, it was cool. Yeah. I liked all the premieres that they showed and stuff because I usually just hear about the stuff afterwards or like Lamana being like, hey, you see they announced blah, 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 or whatever. But I did appreciate them showing that new Xbox because it generated all those memes. Like, I don't know if you
like the refrigerator.
They had one where it was like a piece of glass sitting on top of it and a PlayStation 5 sitting on top like it was a table stand or something.
I didn't see that one.
That's funny. Yeah, so it was cool though.
Yeah, that was gonna be my first question for you. Well, after that question, what did you think about them showing the Xbox first? Because I thought later on, I'm like, man, they could have waited till the end and had everybody like, dang, what? But they showed it early, and then that's all really anybody damn near cared about for the most part. And even then, it was kind of forgettable because they just kind of like, oh yeah,
it wasn't really, it wasn't even nothing like for them to just be like, oh, here's the new Xbox, it's most powerful. All right. Next. That's kind of all it was. Like, the commercial for it or, like, the preview wasn't even nothing. Like, they didn't have, and
nobody talked about it afterwards.
Nah, it was just like, yeah, check this out, surprise. All right, anyway, an award for nothing goes to. So, I mean, I guess it didn't matter when they showed it because they didn't really put much effort into it being, like, a thing anyway, like a real, like, premiere. It was just like, all right, check out the new iPhone. All right, good. We done.
What did you think about the name of it?
What
like Xbox Series X. Because we got Xbox One X, and there's Xbox One S, there's Xbox One, there's Xbox Digital S or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Because to me, it's like, it makes it sound like a car or something where I would think they're going to have multiple versions, possibly. But at the same time, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way that series part makes me think it's about to be like a whole lot of
like
versions.
Series X, Series B, or Series D or whatever. I don't know. I feel like it's like they trying, but it's like they not trying. Because like PlayStation, it's like, it's easy to just be like, all right, we got it. PlayStation 5. Now we can just work on, you know what I'm saying? We can just go from there. But with the Xbox, they didn't really have that setup. They didn't really set it up like that. So it's a little bit harder. It's like they got to come up with a new name each time they make a different version. Because even like with the all digital version, that didn't even have to actually have a name. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It didn't have to have like, oh, this is Xbox Digital 2 Xbox S. It could have just been like another Xbox, Digital Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So I just feel like it's kind of hard. They put themselves in a position that's like, all right, what can we call this one? And then we got to call this one the mini of that one and 2.0. And so we running out of names. Exactly. That's how I feel. That's how it comes off to me. It's like from a marketing standpoint.
Yeah. Phil Spencer, which is one of the heads or like the biggest head of the Xbox line at Microsoft, they asked him, and he said, in the name Series X, it gives us the freedom to do other things with that name so that we can create descriptors when we need to. So, I mean, that's an answer, I guess, but that really doesn't say much besides you can just name it whatever you want. Like, and for us and the hardcore crowd of gamers, I mean, we're going to know the difference.
Right.
But, the mom or the grandma next Christmas is going to be like, oh,
exactly.
It's the one. Yeah.
Which Xbox is it?
Because, and kids are smarter about showing stuff and, everybody got phones. You could technically look it up. But at the same time.
But it's just like I was saying about the PlayStation. Like, it's real easy to, the distinction is real easy. It's like PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4. PlayStation 3. My bad. It's just like, it's already kind of what you're getting when you go to the store, what you're looking for. Yeah. If they was selling all 5 of them at the same time, you wouldn't be able to go in there and pick specifically which one you wanted without looking it up or without, no other kind of questions or whatever. Like you said with the Xbox. And I feel them like where they feel like they want to come up with a name and have it being whatever they want. Yeah. Because that's kind of the whole point of Xbox, I feel like. But at the same time, like you said, it's just like from a marketing standpoint, it's like, but which one is it? What are we talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they all pretty much look the same. You know what I'm saying? They don't even like the design isn't even really changed. Even with this one, like the only difference is that it stands up tall now instead of like being a flat rectangle. You know what I'm saying?
And I think they said it can go either way, but they showed it off as like a computer tower.
Yeah. So to me, it's like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like you said, I mean, we know which one is which or whatever because we know about the games. We talk about them every week, but for a regular Joe, it's like, I don't know which one is which. They all look the same, especially with that all digital one now. It looks exactly the same as that because there's no disc drive or nothing to like distinguish it from the rest of it.
What was I about to say for that? I don't know. The name to me, it sounds like if there wasn't an Xbox One X before, I probably would like the name more just because like Series X. And I'd be like, oh, okay, it sounds all technical and stuff. But right now, I'm kind of like, all right, you should have just damn near just called it the Xbox and just or Xbox 2020 or something, and just moved on from there. Easier. A few of the details for the new Xbox, the controller. I don't know if you noticed, the D-pad changed up a little bit.
Yeah, we was talking about that, saying that it looked kind of like the Elite controller. Which that's cool. I mean, I always like the Xbox controller. I don't think I care like one way if I feel like I like it better than a PlayStation controller. But if I could use an Xbox controller, I probably would.
Yeah, I tend to like it a good deal. But like you said, I don't really have like a big preference on either. And it's just because you're just kind of used to all of them, really.
Exactly. Because to me, it don't really make no difference. I mean, the only difference is like the button layout, which kind of can biff you up a little bit if you're not paying attention.
They're also adding a share button on the Xbox controller, similar to how the PlayStation controller is, which I'm surprised that. I mean, it was like a technicality thing where they couldn't do it all beforehand, you know what I'm saying, on the current Xboxes, whatever set up, I guess. But now, I mean, it makes sense for them to have a share button, you know, on the new controller, which is kind of funny. I didn't see anybody complaining about that, like, oh, they stole an idea. Like how internet always usually does. Like, come on, man. Like, it just makes sense at this point in time.
Yeah, everybody's uploading videos of random gameplay scenes at this point, so might as well.
And a few like computer specs. Just, it's a strong computer, basically. 8-core CPU, Xbox Series X GPU and custom processor, 12 teraflops of computer power, 13 gigs of RAM for games, 3 gigs for the operating system, which if you didn't know, that's 16 gigs in total. Then a custom non-volatile memory express solid state storage, which basically just means everything's gonna load up super quick as hell, which is something I'm excited about.
Teraflops.
I don't even know what that really is.
I need them extra teraflops, man.
And also, like we were saying, it can sit up or sideways, which all consoles can't really just do that anyway. And it is backwards compatible with every Xbox game, so they made sure to build that in from the start. So from regular Xbox 360, Xbox One, everything's gonna work on there. Which is a good thing. How many people are actually going to use it? You know, whatever. But that's a easy selling point for them at this point.
People have been complaining about that for a while, and not even for Xbox, because they already kind of was like, all right, you can at least bring 360 games around here. But now at least it's, I mean, you know, some people still got Xbox games and stuff, so that's cool.
And you know, the idea of playing older games is fine. Older 3D games is always weird. We talk about, you know, whichever games we like from the past, but we don't too much go out the way to play them, though. It's just kind of hard to, man.
That shit ugly.
Especially with so many remasters and everything right now. But what do you think? I mean, we haven't seen the PS5 in like a real form yet. There's like the dev kits out there, but they haven't done this kind of showing. Do you think from the Xbox right now, and then what they showed Hellblade 2, which I don't think we either cared about too much, but we know Halo's coming out. We know Forza's gonna be there based off of that trailer. Sports games, whatever. Do you think you're gonna be looking forward to getting one, or you just gonna be like we'll see what these games are looking like? Because it's gonna be about the exclusives.
Yeah. I think this time I probably will try to get one and just try to have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same way like what I did with the last one, which, like I said, I don't play it or nothing. I still have it, but I want to have it so that way, like, when the Gears drops or the games that, like you said, the exclusives that I care about specifically, I can just get and play it real quick if that's what I want to do.
Yeah, and right now, I like how it looks, but based off of, like, I think having a computer is kind of made me be like, I don't really have to, because Game Pass and a lot of stuff is play anywhere between Microsoft games and everything. So it's just like, if I just upgrade my computer, it's probably going to be a little cheaper than getting a $500 whatever console. But, I mean, I'm really curious on what Halo's going to be like next year. Even the Forza, because that's the game. They're always like, these graphics are gonna blow your fucking mind, man. Like, I'm like wondering like what that's gonna look like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. We kind of talked about that last week, where it's just like, I mean, honestly, I can't even really see that well. So
honestly,
I'm like, that's tight, but it all kind of looks fuzzy to me anyway. So I mean, I don't know. I guess you're not really just selling it to me specifically, but honestly, I'm blind. If I'm gonna say like, yo, them graphics is crazy, it's like I mean. They crazy, but it's fuzzy. It's still being fuzzy to me. It's crazy. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. Like, I appreciate the fact that that's the thing. But it's like, to me, like, that part of the console wars is over.
The graphic part.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like an arms race when it was like PlayStation 2 and stuff. And it was like, yo, we got to keep up. And it's still the same way with like the TVs. But at that time, TVs were a big difference from what they used to be to what they are now. Like, now, TVs are pretty much the same. Even if it's like, okay, we got a 4K TV. Okay, yeah, but it's still the same TV. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not any, like, the TV game isn't really, like, innovating in that way anymore. So it's like
general consumer, like.
Exactly. It's all the same, really, in that way. So, like I said, to me, it's like, okay, that's cool, and I want cool graphics, but I expect you to have amazing graphics now. You know what I'm saying? It's to be expected at this point. So don't keep trying to sell me on the best graphics, because you should have been had the best graphics. Yeah. At this point.
And even with you saying that, and these both the new consoles are gonna be 4K, and probably a lot of 8K stuff too, I guess. And I mean, my TVs are like 4K, I guess, whatever. But even then, like you said, I don't even really think about it too much. Like, it's something that I kind of care about, but then I'm like, at the same time, it's like, whatever. Like, yeah, because I can hardly tell the difference.
Exactly, because I care about HD. Now, if you were saying that this mug gonna be in standard def, then I would be. That would be in an uproar, because that's ridiculous.
Like, wait a second.
But you're saying, like, this is extra HD. It's like, is it though? What does that even mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Can I touch it? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Is it real? Otherwise,
you can see LeBron James' hairline decrease as you play the game.
It's like, man, yo, this is crazy. I don't get it.
Paint sweat off his head.
It's like, this is a glass screen. It's a windshield. Like, man, y'all making windshield TVs now.
And they was touting that. What was that? The QLED Samsung or whatever that guy was promoting. It's like, all right, man, I don't even know what you're talking about anymore.
It's like, come on, man. It ain't even no difference. Like I said, because before it was like, yo, this is standard def, but this is HD. And it's like, damn. That's crazy. And now it's just like, yo, this is HD and this is HD too. Oh, okay.
All right, buddy.
I get you. Yeah, I can see it. Looks good, I guess.
Thanks a lot. What else did they show at the Game Awards? They showed a good deal. What was it? They showed Xbox. They showed the first officially announced game for PS5, Godfall, which I believe they're describing as a like looter slasher.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
So instead of like a looter shooter, but it's guns, this one's swords and stuff. So they put slasher in there. I thought it looked pretty cool. It was. I don't really know how to describe it besides it was like fantasy and weird armor and swords and
like
shit.
animal. They had like animal armor. And it was like wolves and stuff or whatever.
And it's made by Gearbox, which they're the ones that published Borderlands. So that's another. I mean, that's the whole Borderlands 3. Borderlands thing is looter shooter. So this is just kind of like a little similar step for their brand. So I'm interested in seeing more of that. I think they said they're gonna show more in like the summer or something like that. I don't know if it's a Sony exclusive or not, but it's the first PS5 announced game. But no, it's not exclusive because it's on the PC too for Epic Store. So I lied. I do remember seeing that. They showed Godfall, which I thought was cool. They also showed Final Fantasy VII again, which was cool. Not much to say there. I know I'm more excited than you are for that.
Yeah.
What did you think about that trailer though?
It did look cool though, like as far as just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a trailer that's going, I don't know how I'm trying to say it. Just basically it was like, all right, that's cool. I could probably get in on that action. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it drew me in a way. And I'm pretty sure I still don't care. But as far as like seeing the trailer and being like, oh, damn, that looks kind of tight.
Like this is somewhat interesting.
Yeah, for sure. They made it look They definitely made it look cool.
The Cyberpunk 2077 show, they got Run the Jewels and Grimes and some other people working on their soundtracks. So that'd be pretty dope, I'd say.
Go ahead and mark them down for best sound in the game or whatever that category is. Best soundtrack.
Because that was like a couple minute little thing they had showing that who else was on Run the Jewels, Grimes, A$AP Rocky, and then people I don't know. Rat Boy. I don't know who that is. Sound like somebody you like.
I don't know, Rat Boy.
That'd be the ones you like, bro.
Yeah, not Rat Boy.
Crazy.
That's funny.
Oh man, that Ghost of Tsushima trailer. I don't really remember exactly what happened. I should have rewatched it.
Oh yeah, they basically just showed him like getting in a little fight. It was like and it wasn't even a fight. It was like
him fucking
people. He was like it was a silhouette of him standing in the light. That was cool because it was like the lighting of it. They was in like a forest.
Yeah,
and he was like the golden boy. Basically, is how they made it look. And then it was like 4 guys that was talking shit to him, man. It was a quick little slice him up. I sliced him up so fast. You want to see me do it again? It was that kind of
want to
thing.
See me run around in there again?
So it was cool though. I mean, I'm still excited for that game just because that's the kind of stuff that I like. It's like samurai stuff, and like I know it's gonna be a lot of stealthy stuff, and like quiet missions and stuff. That's the kind of stuff I like too. So
yeah, that game is looking good, man. I'm curious when. I wonder if we're gonna get a demo for it at some point. They say it was summer 2020.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm thinking that's saying August. I think is what I said Thursday.
Yeah.
Because Last of Us comes out in May, and June, July, August. So if you want to give Last of Us some room,
August is about like the end of summer basically is the best time to go ahead and drop that. Because
PS5 could probably come out October, November, so you're gonna get like the enhanced PS5 versions of all those games probably like within a year later. And even like Final Fantasy VII, which comes out in March, part 1 of that story, whatever they're trying to say, and it becomes unexclusive to PlayStation 2021. So I'm assuming they're going to probably be like, oh yeah, you can play it on PS5 too. You know what I'm saying? Somehow they're going to put that in there. Obviously I don't know when, but there's no way they're going to have that stuck to PS4. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't make sense, especially with the other parts coming out later. So I'm wondering how they're going to try to do all that stuff. What else? But the Bravely Default 2 was was that the only Nintendo game shown? I think. I can't remember. Bravely Default 2.
They showed some other stuff, but it wasn't just
No
like...
Man Hero.
Yeah, and it wasn't just like
No
Nintendo
More Hero.
Specific stuff. It was kind of... Because I remember seeing the little switch click a few times. Because then they also showed that Shark game. That wasn't Nintendo exclusive, but that was the game that I was most excited for that they showed.
That's definitely something to play on the Switch, though.
Yeah.
Some little goofy shark murdering game. Well, you're the shark murdering people.
Yeah. Customizing your shark.
Yeah,
they had glowing.
That was tight.
They had like glowing spins and stuff. Yeah, that game looked pretty cool.
What was that called exactly? Was it just called Shark Game? What was that called?
No, it had some other kind of name. No, I don't remember. Shit.
What was it called? I gotta see real quick. Man Eater. That's what it was called. Yeah, it was basically just, like you said, going around killing people in the ocean, and you get to customize your shark and go in deep waters and stuff. It's pretty crazy.
I love sharks. So when I seen that, I was super excited.
Yeah. What else did they show? They showed that Gears of War tactic game. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I just was thinking about you being like, I don't know who wants tactical gears.
Yeah, like
it was just funny to me.
Cause you can do whatever with whatever, but I know I'm not looking forward to Gears in a tactical situation. I mean, if it's fun, maybe. The only tactics game I really ever play is Fire Emblem. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's about it for me. So I mean, it just seems weird, like a shooter in that way. And there's different stuff like that already. But
yeah,
that's never been my.
It was, and wasn't that a mobile? They would say that's a mobile game, ain't it? Or
no, I think that's Gears Tactics it's coming to PC. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I know I was seeing it on the Game Pass list or whatever.
And what was that? Because there was one Apple Arcade game that looked cool. Remember it was like, when they showed the Apple Arcade at the end.
I can't remember now.
Yeah, not gonna play that.
I should have. I cannot remember. I'd have to look.
And then what else did they show? Cause you was talking about how they should have showed the Xbox at the end, but instead they showed that goofy ass
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I was about to say Final Fantasy, but yeah, that goofy.
That was like
Fast and Furious game.
Like, somewhere Jeff Keighley got some money, saying there's like show this shit at the end.
Yeah.
Get Vin and Michelle out there.
Yeah, for sure, because that's random. And they was like, oh, we love games. It's like, yeah, I guess. But you never said none of that before. You never showed up to no other event before today.
And she said like Tekken weird.
Yeah.
And everybody
said,
on
she said Tekken.
Yeah. I was like, man, what are you talking
we
about?
always used to play Tekken on the set.
What are you saying right now?
It's like, no, I don't think he was playing Tekken.
Finally found it. I was struggling to find the full list of stuff because I didn't write down notes like I should have the day of.
It was late.
Yeah.
They saw them like 8 o'clock. We was like, huh?
Yeah, they showed No More Heroes 3, which I've never played the other ones. It always looks cool, but it's never looked cool enough for me to go and get it.
Yeah.
We talked about Godfall, Hellblade 2 for next Xbox, which I know people said the first Hellblade was cool. It's like story driven. It was like about depression and stuff like that, I think. Mm-hmm. Different trauma. They talked about Xbox. Bravely Default 2. We talked about. They showed a lot of. League of Legends has a new game coming out, which I didn't really pay attention to that. And then Magic the Gathering.
They show that shit like every other thing that they show. They like, okay, we're gonna give out an award. Then we're gonna show Magic the Gathering. Then we're gonna do a world premiere, and then we're gonna show Magic the Gathering. And then we're going to talk for a few minutes because we got some little bullshit to say. And then we're going to show Magic the Gathering one more time.
Yeah, it was a lot for sure. Which I was kind of thinking, I was telling you, I was like, man, I wish I still kind of played Magic cards. And then I was like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I just can't do it again. But what was that game that's going to be on the phone, man? Was it that Naraka Blade Point? No, that's not it. Well, I'll figure it out at some point.
It'll be later on. Somebody's like,
Naraka. They showed Naraka Blade Point, which is a multiplayer ninja game.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that.
Which that looked decent.
Mm-hmm.
Looked decent. It might be, I think that might be the phone game, actually. Looking at this article, I'm trying to figure out the hell.
I sure don't remember, but we was like, yo, that actually looks pretty tight.
Totally lost me there.
And then it was like, oh, we're gonna be on Apple Arcade.
Going back to that Fast and Furious game though, like once again, they show it. It didn't even look good. No, like it looked like a PS3 game or something.
It like trash.
Like, come on.
It was not ready to be shown.
They was like, oh man, I'm hype about this. No, you're not. You're
Stop
not
lying.
at all.
Why would you be hype about that? And also, it's like, okay, so this is Fast and Furious. This is going to be a part of like Fast and Furious 10 or wherever they are now in the
9
movie franchise. But it, like you said, it looked like PlayStation 3, like it looked like Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah,
like it looked like a game that they had already made.
Now
they
coming to Xbox and PS2
trying
and
to clean it up.
GameCube. Wait, what?
They were just trying to clean it up a little bit. It was like, yeah, you can still use this.
Like the disc off. Rev that boy up, baby.
Like, yeah, you remember when we was making this, man? We can still make this.
Man, this mug was tight, boy.
We can still do it. Come on, we gonna do it. Forget it. They put it out. He's like, yeah, we got a couple extra 5Gs if you show this at the end of the show. It's like, shit, fuck it. All right.
Ooh, sounds cool to me.
I'll take it.
Haven't y'all made enough money? No,
we didn't. And even if we did, don't you want to make some money?
What did you think about that Sons of Forest game? That was like the creepy, like that weird song and them weird, I don't even know to call them zombies, but they was like them weird naked no face dudes in the forest and stuff.
I forgot about that. I think that that's kind of my style of game, I guess. Not really, but it didn't look bad though.
Yeah, the vibe they gave off made me interested in it.
Yeah.
I don't really know if I'm actually gonna play it, but it just like the vibe was like, ooh, this is kind of cool, spooky.
Uh-huh.
You know how I am about scary stuff, so I'll probably be like,
I don't know why I'm sneezing all of a sudden.
Yeah, but I say, don't be doing that, man.
I'm trying not to. Trying to keep it together, but
I'm trying to think. I don't think they showed too much other things. The award-wise, though. They did show that 9 to 5 tactical shooter, which I thought looked cool. But they really didn't show any gameplay.
It was really just like a short little commercial.
Go in the door and shoot them up, buddy. Award-wise, Sekiro winning Game of the Year, which was my I think it'll win type thing, where I was like confident enough to say it. What do you think about that? Were you surprised at all?
No, I wasn't surprised. I honestly would have been more surprised if Death Stranding would have won, but only because I feel like we was talking about the relationship between Kojima and them and being like friends and stuff. And it's like it looks kind of gross.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't do that.
It's just bad tactics.
So I would have been surprised had they done that. I feel like it made more sense to just go ahead and give it to somebody else.
Because what did they end up? They won for what? Best director and best music,
soundtrack,
I believe. Yeah. I know some people were like, oh man, why did they win best soundtrack? I'm like, it's one of those things where games are already a subjective topic, and then music is especially a subjective thing.
Yep. And then you put, because basically they had a bunch of named people making the soundtrack, churches and Grimes and people that names that people actually know. So exactly. I feel like it's kind of hard to compete just based on your own stuff. Because even like with, because Cadence of Hyrule was part of it too. And we talked about people like, just liking that Zelda music and stuff, and how you would have thought that maybe that would have got it just because there was like remixes of those songs and like cool stuff like that and like nostalgia. But I feel like it's just more about like you said, just the popular, what people know, who they know and stuff like that. So I feel like that's kind of why they ended up getting that.
That was my bad. I was thinking out loud.
That was it anyway.
The Crash Team Racing winning best sport / racing game. That was pretty funny because I was like, man, there's a chance, and it did win. Which I think a lot of people were surprised at how good that game is. Even though people aren't really talking about necessarily right now, but I know there's still people playing it though. I'm still wondering why Fire Emblem wasn't on Game of the Year, but it did win like Fans' Choice or whatever. Yeah. Which I guess it got some kind of redemption. And it won Best Strategy Game. Multiplayer Apex, which is cool. Audio design, we were both thinking Call of Duty in that one. The what was the other one I was about to bring up? Action adventure game with Sekiro won that, and then it won Game of the Year, which makes sense. And then action game was Devil May Cry 5, which makes sense because that's just pure action. And Apex was on there too. And I was thinking Astro might win just because of vote. splits and all that stuff, but
Yeah.
that didn't happen. So, but yeah, Game Awards was cool. They just kind of, I mean, you know, that's the thing about gamers. We're just so spoiled on like having so much and everything being so big. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's just like we can't be winners all the time.
Yep.
We just gotta just be cool with what we have at some point. We have too many games to play already.
Yeah, for sure.
And we always want more. The yeah, really game news, man, it's been kind of dominated by that. It's the end of the year, so it's really not a lot being talked about.
Yeah.
We don't know if Nintendo is going to try to show anything else off before the end of the year, if they're going to wait, because we really don't know what they're doing for 2020. And even this year, we didn't know. Yeah, because, I mean, we know Animal Crossing, and that was because it got delayed from this year. And besides that, like, we really don't know. There's some people online think Breath of the Wild 2 might sneak into next year. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. Especially with all the other Zelda-related things that they dropped in this year. I mean, I think it's still time. Just let that simmer. Especially with all the people just now getting Switches because of lights. Then I feel like they still want to give those people time to even try to play Breath of the Wild.
Exactly.
Because that's a big-ass game anyway.
It is. What was I about to say? Nintendo-wise, like, you know, we're moving to PS5, moving to Xbox Series X. I'm just going to say Xbox for now on. Or Xbox Double X, Xbox SX.
Triple X box.
With the Switch being older, you know, but older hardware in terms of power and stuff, it's already lagging behind in a lot of ways. Like, what do you think Nintendo's options are within the next like 2 years in terms of like, because people already put it as like their secondary console, you know, people like us in a way, split time, whatever. And then, I mean, it's a lot of people's only console, that's just their thing. But at the same time though, do you think they can rely on this like older hardware for too much longer?
I feel like they're going to have to at least go ahead and drop a real like upgraded version. You know what I'm saying? Not just like, oh yeah, we switched up the battery. Yeah. Come get it. It's like you're going to have to do a little bit something just to still be in the running. But I feel like because of the strength that it is, and it is technically a handheld game, I think that they could let it ride for maybe another year. So
yeah,
I mean, like I said, I feel like they gotta drop a newer version at least. But
yeah, you thinking by like next winter? You thinking so or?
Yeah, I wouldn't think that they would do it anytime soon, or especially like during the springtime when all those other games are coming out and stuff. I don't think that it would be. Not necessarily smart, but not the best move to be trying to compete with them, considering the fact that it's not really in competition with them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they can still kind of chill. And with the games that we do know for sure, or like you said, like Animal Crossing, I feel like that's going to bring a lot of people over too. Yeah. So I feel like they'll be all right, at least until the winter time or so, or like closer to the end of the year.
Because we're still waiting on Metroid Prime 4 to be shown, and even Bayonetta 3. And those are two games, I feel like, even though they're Nintendo games, people are going to want those to look good. And it is not saying that they can't look good with what the Switch can do, but at the same time, people are going to kind of want some, like, this is like showing off Nintendo for real. Like, you don't want Metroid Prime to look like, to me, I don't feel like people really want to look like a PS3 game and stuff like that, which is still, you know, cool, but not, you know what I'm saying? If you stack it up to like how Doom is going to look and all that kind of stuff, it's like, all right, bro, I don't know. And gameplay overrides a lot of that, but at the same time, like, I don't know, man. Like,
yeah, for sure. Gotta be up to par.
But, you know, like you said, Nintendo's not really competing with nobody but themselves. And, you know, in terms of, like, even with, like, streaming and online play, like, they probably, like, I'm sure people in they company. Like, maybe we should think about it. They're like, no.
No.
We're not doing it.
Good, fam. We're good. Shut up. You fired, actually. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Mario doesn't believe in streaming.
Get out of here, man. What are you talking about? We ain't sharing no videos. Play it by yourself and be quiet.
They gotta. I think they for sure need to come out with a new Mario game next winter, though.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because I don't see Metroid Prime coming out until probably 2 years from now at least.
What would you want from a new Mario?
I don't know.
Because me, I don't really care, but
it's hard to say.
Because I still ain't even play through Odyssey.
You gotta play Odyssey, man.
I turned it on, when I first got my Switch, and then I just never went back.
I love that game, man. But I don't know. It's hard to say because Mario can just be so many things.
Anywhere, it can kind of go any direction.
And a lot of people are still wanting them to put 3D World on the Switch and port it from the Wii U, because that's like one of the few Wii U games they haven't ported yet of like importance.
Mm-hmm.
That and like Pikmin 3, and they're about to do that Fire Emblem, and it's like maybe 1 or 2 more, but that's like really it. And the Mario game wise, like why not? They did the Wii U Deluxe side scroller, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they haven't done that yet. Nintendo, they can just play whatever cards they want when they want, but they don't.
Yeah.
So it seems like they need to come out with that. I would think if they came out with that, say like spring or like early summer, that would be cool. But I think, like I said, I don't really know what I want from another Mario game. Like another Odyssey to me would work. Because I'm sure they have a lot of different concepts that they didn't use in the first one. You know what I'm saying? And I like that style of Mario. So to me, that would make sense. Mm-hmm. But if they call it like Odyssey 2, whatever, that's fine, I guess. But to me, that would make a lot of sense. Just because I don't know what they're gonna compete with. Because I don't see another Mario Kart for another few years. Because they really don't have to.
No, they didn't even have to do 8.
Yeah,
still playing 7 or whatever on the DS. I'm still very excited about that.
And then Pokemon, curious to see if they're gonna come out with a remake or a different Let's Go or whatever.
I hope not.
Yeah, there's no way that if they skip a year.
I don't think they should skip a year, but please just don't make another Let's Go. I don't want that at all.
And then that's another situation where they can do whatever they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they can.
So, at the same time, like, you don't want them to just be throwing out some bullshit. But
because I threw that much straight in the trash.
But they need to do something. But I'm definitely on the side of they need to come out with some stronger hardware within like another year and a half or so.
Yeah.
They're going to sell units because people love Nintendo for reasons not because of graphics. But if they want to get third-party support going forward, like, it's going to be really tough, like, with the way these systems are going now. Like, ain't no way a Switch is going to be able to run a lot of this stuff.
Because I was going to say, do you think that they are going to try to get, like, an Apex or, like, a Call of Duty or something on there?
I would say Apex more than Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But even then, man, that'd be tough.
Yeah, for sure. But I feel like that's kind of what you would expect if you were saying, like, how you want them to be a little bit stronger with the hardware. Then that to me would be like a proven grounds. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, okay, let's try to get this. And especially if they ended up doing like some crossplay situation, and that's really the only reason why I said Call of Duty, because it's crossplay or whatever. So it would kind of be cool if you could like go and play it on the go, or whatever. I guess that's what I think I would want from Nintendo within the next year or two.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to hear from other people too, like what people want from Nintendo. Because it just seems like a lot of people are like, oh, I'll wait to see what they have. And now, the Switch is damn near 3 years in. And if you don't have a Switch by now, then you probably just don't like Nintendo at all.
Exactly. You just don't care about it.
So, I don't really know exactly what they can do besides, like, Mario and then the stuff we mentioned, Metroid, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Then, Zelda, Breath of the Wild 2, like, even if it is running off the same engine as the first Breath of the Wild, like, they don't have to rush that at all. unless it's just like, oh man, we gotta do it.
Yeah, they just
gotta do
for
it.
some reason popular demand is like out of nowhere. It's like, where's Breath of the Wild 2? We want to play it. Then I guess sure, but I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else gaming wise, man.
Yeah, it's been like you said, it's been pretty slow as far as like other stuff going on other than like the Game Awards and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we just even as much as like the stuff that we've been playing, we just kind of chilling. You know, taking your time playing stuff that you bought 6 years ago that you ain't even took out the plastic yet.
The oh yeah, the Witcher starts this week. What, on the 20th? Thinking
so
you
crazy.
gonna. I don't know if they said it's gonna be a binge show or not.
It's gonna be weekly.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Netflix doing the weekly show.
That's gonna. They did it with some other ones, haven't they?
I don't know if they have. I haven't ever watched them.
I feel like there was some people upset because some shows like that, but
Netflix
I don't remember.
Don't got no business. You know, I already feel some kind of way about like Hulu trying to do that, which I don't think I watched a show on Hulu that has that, maybe except for like anime or something. But Netflix has always been like binge, you know, get on Netflix and binge this show, binge that show. So I feel like Netflix ain't got no business making no weird stuff.
You don't deserve that.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm gonna stay showing like TV commercials for it now. I saw it was like on ESPN or something yesterday or the other day. So yeah, it starts the 20th. Mandalorian has 2 episodes left for this season. Then all these animes are dang near over with these seasons, or kind of, sort of
wrapping it up.
The damn winter coming. It's like it feels like it's already like cold though, so like it seems like it's winter. That shit ain't started yet.
Yeah.
Till like end of this week.
That's crazy.
Warner Brothers came out with like a schedule of future movies coming out. The major thing people are kind of talking about is that The Matrix 4 is supposed to come out May 21st, 2021. And also John Wick 4 is supposed to come out that same day, which is pretty goofy.
Yeah.
I can't remember who makes John Wick, but they did make a point about that. The Flash movie, which no one even probably thought was still coming out, is supposed to come out July 1st, 2022. Whoop-de-doo. It's still supposed to be with the whatever his name is.
Is it Ezra?
Ezra.
Something like that.
That's like, what else? In Mortal Kombat, I think they said Mortal Kombat like finished filming already. But like it doesn't come out till, what did it say, January 2021. So I guess they like pushed it back, or they pushed it up. I think they pushed it up. So I guess they might have stopped filming sooner than they thought.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So I guess like all of 2020 is like reshoots and edits and stuff like that, which is kind of weird. I know some movies are like that, where they film it and then like they don't come out for like a long time. Did you see? I didn't watch the trailer yet, but there's that Ryan Reynolds movie coming out where he's like a NPC.
I did watch the trailer. Of that.
What did you think of it?
I mean, that looks like a Ryan Reynolds movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It kind of fits his like. I'm not saying like they like typecasting him, but it kind of fits in with the stuff that he does well. You know what I'm saying? That style of like comedy / action or whatever. It looked pretty funny. I don't know. I might check it out. Just you know what I'm saying? I like Ryan Reynolds as far as the acting goes and stuff. So I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, it was funny when he was talking about how with Detective Pikachu, he's like, well, maybe I'll try to do like a different voice. And they were like, no, you just to be Ryan Reynolds. Don't switch it up, please. Thanks.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, y'all really just want Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel you, but like, what?
That's pretty goofy. Yeah, I mean, he's good at what he does. Him and
for sure.
Sam Jackson. That's why they had that movie together. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, Hitman's Bodyguard. Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
For sure. Had old Selma Hayek in it, too.
Oh, yeah. She, like, popping up at the right time.
That's funny.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I don't think I got anything else, man. By the next time we talk, possibly I'll be done with Persona 5. And then I'll be moving on to something else, too.
What you feel like is next after that?
It's, it's all a mood thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I still got Devil May Cry. I did turn on Sekiro for like 30 minutes, like the other day or yesterday, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Which part are you on there?
I'm still on the part with that big drunk dude. Like early in the game.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, man, I'll be able to do it. Nope. Like, get my ass tore up.
That game is so crazy.
Because, like, not playing it, I dang forgot what to do.
You gotta relearn the game.
So, you down there, it dang near cost you everything, money, and
soul. Because I was like, even this morning, I got up a little earlier and I was like, all right, I'm gonna turn that shit on for a second. And just even try to get a feel for where
what does this game even look like?
Shit, I was like, nah, I ain't gonna quit playing. I know I ain't about to mess with it.
Yeah, it's just tough, man.
I'm gonna have to play, I'm gonna try to finish up these Switch games first.
Yeah. And
then I think I'm gonna start playing other PlayStation games. Other PlayStation games, because right now, I'm just turning on Call of Duty and just multiplayer stuff on the PlayStation,
which
right
leads
now.
to nowhere besides more death and shooting.
So I'm like, I'll just leave all my storyboard narrative games for the Switch right now.
Yeah,
I have plenty of that to do.
Because between Devil May Cry and then, like I said, Sekiro maybe, Death Stranding.
And it's hard because you have to be at the crib to do that.
Yeah.
Stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you be out running around all the time, but even when you do go out, it's like I could be playing, Persona right now. So it's like that's why I'm like, nah, I just focus all my attention on beating these Switch games because at least I can do it whenever I get the urge. Like, okay, I'm about to hop on Luigi's Mansion, figure this out real quick. Boom, figured it out. You know what I'm saying? Put it back. I put it down. Okay, that's another mission done or whatever.
Yeah. I feel it's a little different in like the rhythm of playing it. Because even like looking at this stack of games, like Witcher 3 I never beat.
Never even I turned it on one time. One time.
It's an investment, man. Like I love that game. It's just I know I'm close to like done with it.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what came out after it, but I know for sure I want to beat it though at some point in time. Then like I bought Shadow of the Colossus like a year or two ago and literally like installed it and never played it. That's something I've been thinking about like streaming or whatever.
Yeah.
Then I had just got Catherine and I want to play that and then it's just too much, man. It's too much. Astral Chain. Yeah. Freaking what else do I got here? Kingdom Hearts 3. I know I'm close to beating. Ni no Kuni 2, I'm still early in.
Go ahead and start that. Go ahead and get on that Metal Gear.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I just look down there and see, man.
Damn, man. Yeah, there's some stuff down there. I know.
Go ahead and give Kojima the rest of your the end of your year.
Man,
finish out just all Kojima games. God.
It's just too much. Why do I do this? Why do we do this at all? And then I forgot.
Start contemplating life.
Not Persona, Link's Awakening. I know you said you only like a couple more dungeons than that, and I had dang near forgot
about that
because I still never bought it, and I'm like, I'm cool. I'm definitely waiting on that one.
Yeah,
like ain't no need to be even picking it up.
I forgot all about that. Because I did get really close to. I got to probably got like 2 or 3 dungeons left on that. And I don't even know what.
It out after that.
And I don't even know what came out next. That I was like, all right, I'm down with this.
Because that came out in August, September?
Something like that.
I think September.
Yeah, I think it was September.
Yeah, like I want to get back on Call of Duty because I've been having that urge. But I know that's just, we get on Call of Duty for 3 hours, 4 hours.
That's the rest of your night.
Like, damn.
Fuck around and spend the next, get off work and then you get on Call of Duty 4 and then get off till 7 or 8. It's like, oh shit, I got to start getting ready for work. Start shutting it down.
And even Tekken 7, I'm a novice at every fighting game. I like playing them. Like when I always play that with Torrance and Cameron. Mm-hmm. And we be having some cool little battles and stuff on there, but I want to get better so I can whoop their ass some more. You know what I'm saying? So it's just shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, all that kind of stuff, man. It's the same conversation. We just, just a little update.
Yeah.
But this is hibernation season also, where I don't want to leave the house like ever.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. So you got plenty of in-house stuff to keep you busy.
Yeah, there's no reason to ever say I'm bored, which is the sad thing, because you could really look at them games and be like, all right, I don't care.
This is whack. I'm done. I'm going to bed.
Oh, man. But I think our time is up.
Yeah, I gotta go to work,
man. You gotta skedaddle, I guess.
Get on out of here. Wow.
And on that note,
Black Nerd Planet.
Black Nerd.
Slave Nerd Planet at
Slave
this point.
All right, Kanye, the new slave.
Hey, man.
Oh, man. If you like listening to us, watching us, let us hear about it. Comment, like, subscribe, follow.
Hit us up.
All those internet clickety-clack things. Send us like one of those pen pal notes in like a new 2019 form. You ever have a pen pal?
No.
No.
I was about to say when I was
in my
kid,
dreams.
No.
I know I think I had like one in first grade or something.
The only thing
like
I had close to that was like Flat Stanley.
Flat Stanley.
You know about Flat Stanley?
I've heard of that. I feel like you mentioned it.
It was like a pen pal situation where you kind of color him or
Flat Stanley.
customize your own Flat Stanley and then ship it out, and then people supposed to like take pictures of him doing random shit and then send it back to you. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty much what it was.
That's crazy. I ain't know about that. I think you mentioned it though.
Flat Stanley. Well, he was just out there, working in a lumber yard or something goofy ass shit. Somebody send you a picture of him like plunging the toilet, hanging out right, like plunging the toilet. And it's like, oh damn, that's what you on the other side of the world, clogging up toilets. Got it.
Oh man,
relatable.
Well, and on that note,
peace
out.